Welcome to Not From Here, a podcast dedicated to past versions of ourselves.
And the current versions of all of you. We are your co-hosts. I'm Riley Klauza.
And I am Isa Rodriguez. And we are just a couple of Michiganders turned New Yorkers trying to get a grip.
Have you ever been made fun of for the way you say things or thought, damn, I never even realized I had an accent?
Well, we have too, because we're definitely
not from here.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey! Welcome to Not From Here.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Oh my gosh, please introduce yourself. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Andie Fuentes.
Yeah.
Hello, Andie.
Hi, Andie.
How are you feeling today?
Well, I'm definitely going to take a shot after this.
I love that.
A little liquid courage.
Yes.
You guys, she's going on a dating show after this.
You guys, let's just dive right in. Please tell us about how you got this and when it's happening and what it's going to be.
I had my Mr. Big in New York, and we're currently on a break.
Okay.
Probably a permanent one, but yeah, so I've just been trying to figure it out. I didn't think I'd be dating, but when Street Hearts called, I followed. So.
Did you have to do a application or
I did. I had to submit a couple pictures of guys I'm into, so I just submitted.
Incredible applicant process.
who did you say? I have to know, who did you submit?
I did my hometown crush 3 times.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah.
She's a comedian.
I was waiting for a celebrity, but of course.
No. I'm like, please give me
You're
him.
if you can get him on, that's
he's
ideal.
in Colorado, but hopefully he makes
They
it
fly
out
him
tonight.
in. Yeah.
And if you guys aren't familiar, there's a dating show here in New York. Isa wasn't familiar.
I'm sorry,
until
I live under a
yesterday.
rock.
But it is basically this woman. Her name's Tiff.
Yes,
Tiffany.
Tiff.
Tiff. And she does street dating. It's 2 strangers at a picnic table. Ish, right?
Yeah.
On the street, and they interview each other, and then at the end you guys decide will there be a second date. And she also does it on the subway sometimes too.
Yep.
But are you doing the street?
No, I'm doing the street.
She's on the streets, obviously.
Oh my God. Celebrity in the house today.
So this is her warm up, everyone.
Thank you.
So be kind, okay? She's got a big day.
We're so happy to have you here.
I'm so
Thanks for
happy to be
joining us.
Welcome to Not From Here. We're very excited that you're here today, and we have lots of questions for you, obviously, because we're curious and nosy. So starting off strong, please tell us where you're originally from.
So I was born in El Paso, Texas, but my family's currently in San Antonio. I lived in Mexico until I was about 12 years old, and then that's when we immigrated to San Antonio.
Wow.
Good.
Amazing. Texas.
Yeehaw. Wait, actually, I feel like we have had a few Texans. Is that what you guys call yourselves?
Texans. We love Texans on
Yeah,
Not
but
From Here.
never, you said El Paso?
I was born in El Paso, yeah.
Okay.
El Paso to San Antonio. All right.
Okay.
That's exciting.
Okay, Andie, how were you originally introduced to theater or acting or the arts? What was your journey?
I was just always a very outgoing child in storytelling. I would put on shows for my grandparents and make them pay me. And so I kind of knew that I always wanted to do some form of storytelling. It wasn't something that I took seriously because, one, my parents are Mexican, and they were like, you're not doing that.
Girl, I get you.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to be on stage.
Yeah, no. So many fights, but eventually they gave in, and I've just been pursuing it ever since.
Oh my
All
God.
forms.
Do you have any funny, childhood theater kid stories?
This one's kind of funny messed up. But,
Great.
when I was in kindergarten, I lived in Ohio randomly for 1
Wait,
year.
what?
Okay, she's also Midwestern.
She's everywhere. Wait, where in Ohio?
I lived in Beaver Creek, Ohio.
I know Beaver Creek, Ohio. I have friends that live in Beaver Creek.
It was just really, my dad had a job there, and then we went to Mexico. But I was in Beaver Creek, and I was in a theater class, and the teacher wrote a play, and it was a zoo play. So I got cast as this ant, and my name was Chunga, the black ant. And
Oh.
yeah.
Obviously.
At the time, I didn't think anything of it. But then a couple years ago, I was talking to my grandma, and she was like, "What was your first role, mija?" And I was like, "Oh, I think it was this play about like an ant, and my name was Chunga." And she was like, "What does that mean?" And I was like, "I don't know." So I looked it up. It's a slur for Mexican women.
Oh my god! Well, you said kindergarten.
Yeah.
No, got it. And that is so Ohio. That is so Ohio.
Let us please have a moment of silence for the early 2000s and everything that happened in theater. Then,
Yeah. So, you know what though? Typecast.
off to a great
start.
fucking start.
They knew she was a star from day one.
Oh.
My first scandal.
Yeah. Okay. So
about that.
in the same vein, no, please, you must share. In the same vein, when did you decide that theater was something that you wanted to pursue full time, or maybe move forward into college at least?
I was very lucky that my high school had a college prep program for people that wanted to study theater.
Nice.
So that helped ease my parents and also helped me a lot with that transition. I was never really good at math or science. My parents are engineers. My sister's also very savvy at that. But that was just not something that fulfilled me or was going to be successful for me. So it did take a lot of convincing, but eventually my parents said go for it, and they've been very supportive since. So, I'm very lucky.
What did this like prep program kind of entail?
I'm curious.
How did it prep you, I guess?
Yeah, so over the summer you do an intensive, and that helps you get your college package together. They work your monologues.
Nice.
They also were very strict about like, again, this is like old white lady like theater industry standards, so they were very strict about like what you ate and like working out and stuff like that.
Damn.
And then
At school?
in high school, in a public Texas high school.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I know. It was pretty messed up, but I think that's college education.
Yeah.
Overall in a nutshell. So if anything, it prepped me for that. But yeah, so they just kind of helped me get everything together during audition season. She was coaching me through things and helping me get to the universities. She had connections that helped the programs I wanted to go to. So I don't know.
Makes
it helped.
sense. Yeah. I mean, that's such a, like, especially if you don't know what you're doing for the whole college audition process of it all, like, it is so daunting. And so, like, that's so
Yeah.
nice that they had
I was
a
very
little guidance. So on that same topic, where did you go to school and what did you study? You have an interesting, like, school journey, right?
Yes, I went to 2 different universities.
Wow.
I first went to Santa Fe University of Art and Design in New Mexico, and that was a wonderful school. It had a bunch of wonderful people that are still in my life. But at the end of my freshman year, they announced that the school was shutting down, that it ran out of money, which is kind of crazy because I'm like, I gave you a lot of money.
Yeah, like,
what
where's
y'all
my
use that
money?
Yeah, but they told us really randomly. So at this point, college auditions were done if you were trying to transfer. And it just kind of came at a time that didn't let us be prepared. So a lot of my friends didn't go back to school, quit whatever they were doing overall. It was a tiny little art school, less than 1,000 kids. It was also funny because someone read online that if a school burns down, everyone has to get a degree. So someone set one of the buildings on fire like 2 days after they made the announcement. And it was
Wow.
a huge fire. I could see it from my dorms. And we were all just
Wait,
kinda
did you guys
letting
get
it-
degrees?
No. It's not true. At least it wasn't true with us.
Don't try it.
Yeah.
Someone read somewhere that burning it. Damn.
Yeah. So,
Oh my god.
Wow.
but I kind of went into focus mode and I immediately applied to the University of Oklahoma because that was always my dream school. And now it just kind of felt like, okay, I didn't get in when I was a senior in high school, but now I have training, I have college grades, so maybe it will work out. So I went in without auditioning for the theater program as an undeclared major, and my plan was to just audition, hope I get in, and if not, I don't know what I would have done. But I did get in after my first audition, so I started in the spring semester and just made my way at OU.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Very crazy, but it, I guess, was worth it because I made a lot of friends.
Yeah, that's so exciting, and how cool that you kind of ended up at your dream school, even though you couldn't like you didn't start there. You were still able to make that happen for yourself, which is so exciting.
Yeah.
Truly.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Santa Fe Art and Design. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's a quad.
Wow, that's
Rest
a
in
really
peace.
like unique experience.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people transfer places, but to have your school shut down, like that's a
And just
whole
be
different.
like, figure it out.
Be first, yeah. No, one of my friends transferred to a school in Colorado, and then that school shut down too because of financial problems. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Did your friend like give up or?
I don't know if she's okay.
You're like,
Not be
you're like,
okay.
I haven't checked in, but.
Wow.
Oh my God.
When did you make the move to New York City?
3 years ago in October, so I guess 3 years.
Oh my God.
No, it feels
Wow.
like I've been here no time and also 100 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has a funny way of feeling like that. Was it always in the picture for you, or did it kind of come along later in your journey as an artist?
No, I was actually always thinking LA throughout college.
Wow.
I love a surfer boy. And I don't know, I just felt like that was where I wanted to end up, but I never got my license.
Okay.
Wait, you can't drive?
I can't drive.
No, hey, I'm just curious.
Yeah,
I
no.
did not know this about you.
No, 27, no license.
Passenger princess. There we
Yeah,
go.
Exactly. No, when I'm literally home for the holidays, I'm like, Dad, can you drive me on my date?
Like, can you take me out, please?
Yeah. So it just kind of had to be New York, I guess, when I got serious about it. But I'm actually grateful that it happened because I think New York was a lot better for my needs and my personality. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my God. So how we actually know Andie is we did a production of, it was called Flower Power back in, what was that, summer 2023? Yeah, summer 23. Our good friend Caitlin Marinick, who was a past guest on our show, wrote and directed it. And it was just like the best experience. Like we had the best cast. And it was like such a quick process. And so we really all, I don't know. I don't know if you feel the same way. I feel like we all like really connected really fast because we were like, we're throwing this show together.
We were trauma bonded. In some ways. We all had weird things going on in our
It was
lives.
a weird time. Like, please, it was 2 weeks after my mom died, and I'm like, let me do this show about flowers. But honestly, like, I'm so grateful for you forever, and like that whole cast, like that group, like you guys got me through like the hardest period of my life, and so I'm just forever grateful for you. I'm so happy you're here.
So Flower Power is a great transition into our next little portion where we're going to ask you everything that you've done because we're so curious. Starting off strong with probably our favorite credit of yours, your SNL like debuts and moments and experience there. Tell us a little bit about that.
It has been a dream come true. I could die tomorrow and feel like I did everything I wanted in my life.
my
It has
God.
just being in that area, watching the magic happen, whether it's like sketches getting cut, last minute changing. It's so much fun. I've gotten to meet so many cool people. Keenan fist bumps me now because he recognizes
Oh my
me.
God.
And Miles Teller asked me 2 weeks ago, it was Halloween night, and he was like, why aren't you at any Halloween parties? And I said, why aren't you at any Halloween parties yourself? And he laughed. So
He's like, oh, she's funny.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, she's pretty and she's funny. Okay.
So I don't know. I just am so grateful for it because it's also changed what I wanted to do in my career, and it's just motivated me in ways that I didn't know I needed. So it's so much fun, and you're there all day. It is a long, grueling day, but I'm having the best time.
Oh my God. So what was that process like? Like, how did you get, I guess, to where you're at now?
Well, I started doing it because I had a couple friends that did background. So immediately I was like, how do you do that? Get me on. And once I started submitting, it took 2 years to actually hear back from them.
Wow.
It is, I think, a very hard list to get on. But once you're on this list, they email you every week, seeing if you're available for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then you just cross your fingers. You find out day of. So I'm on, I guess, hold this week for Friday and Saturday. But I won't find out until tomorrow morning when they tell you, like, come in at 3, you know?
Yeah.
And so it is very quick and last minute, but that's also what I love about it is you don't know what you're going to do, and that makes it more fun.
Wow. That is so incredible. Like,
So
so
sick.
cool. Holy shit, that's awesome.
Like, you guys can watch so many of the sketches and, like, see Andie in the back.
Yeah.
Please,
look out
most
for
recently,
her.
like, last week, right?
Yeah, last week I'm in Mechanical Bull. I had a nice little moment in Medcast as the nurse.
Yes! And I saw something too that somebody posted something. Was it SNL's account themselves, or was it one of the main actors that posted something and you're like in the background?
Yeah, I'm on the YouTube thumbnail for Mechanical Bull.
Yes! That's what it was. That's so awesome.
I know. I feel like I made it.
She's a star, you guys. Okay, so kind of off of that, tell us a little bit about your comedy journey. You said that this was kind of a pivot for you and made you realize some things that you might like to do comedy-wise. So tell us about that. Any classes that you're taking, anything like that?
Yeah, I guess I just had always focused on acting, but I think we've come at a time in the industry where you have to be making your own stuff.
Yeah.
Because there's just so much out there, but it's hard to get in it. And so I started taking classes, writing classes, improv classes, stand-up classes. I haven't told anyone this, but I'm writing a one-woman show, which if you had told me a year ago that I would be doing that, I would have shot you in the head. That's not at all in my alley, but I'm really pushing myself. It's going to be called Andie Fuentes is Looking for a Husband. Yeah, I know. Pretty insane, but it's my idea is there's this Argentinian story by this author named Jorge Bucay, and he wrote a sonnet called The Princess is Looking for a Husband. So it'll be about kind of dating and how I view myself wrapped with that kind of story. So my goal is to do it by March, by my birthday. So
Wow.
Oh my God.
yeah,
Happy
I'm writing
birthday
it
to
right
you. That is so exciting. You have to give us the details. We will be there.
Yes.
Obviously.
I'm gonna go full out. I want to do like a wedding shot in Central Park with the whole like dress, veil. I want to have like dead flowers. So we'll see what happens.
She's
I'm really
looking
excited.
for a husband, everyone.
I am.
That's incredible.
You heard it here first.
And you'll be able to look back on this episode and see how far you've come in March and all that was created.
I know. I'm excited.
That is so exciting. So with your comedy classes, and I guess you're doing this for your show as well, you've started writing your own like original characters, correct? And you most recently had your Mexican Swiftie. Is that what you called her?
Yes, Mrs. 50 was my first original character. She's very much so based on who I am as a person. I have this bit where Taylor Swift's Mexican.
The videos are so good.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, of course she is. She is romantic. She's crazy. She's everything I am. So it was really fun too. And that was also something that I never thought I would do. But I need to make more, but that's definitely one of the more challenging parts of comedy, I find, characters.
Yeah.
I'd rather just be my own chaos.
Yeah.
You're like, I have enough going on.
Yeah, I know. I am a character.
You know.
Okay. Good. Better. Betty. I was like, we rehearsed that. Can you tell us about your experience filming that commercial for, it was Hackensack, is it Meridian Health?
Meridian Health, yes.
Please, I just pulled that. And you were like the face of this hospital. Like, Can you tell us about that?
I am the face of this New Jersey chain of hospitals. It was a really intense audition process. It from the beginning, I was like, I want this so bad. It was like $20,000 for one like photo
Please.
shoot. So I remember I like really locked in for my audition, and after that I had 3 more. One of my auditions, I had to like improv medical conversation. They would ask me questions and they would say, we know you're not going to know the answers, but just fake it. And so it was really intense, but yeah, I ended up being Betty, which was their character name to kind of bridge like employees and I guess staff higher up above. So yeah, they wanted someone that spoke Spanish, and then I got to go to the hospital a bunch of times and talk to the employees. Some of them knew I was an actor. Most of them didn't. I always had
They just thought that was like that you were like Betty. Like
I was just really excited about Hackensack Meridian Health.
That's iconic.
Yeah, I always had bodyguards with me, and they would, like, if someone asked me a question that obviously I don't know the answer to, they'd be like, I'll speak for Betty now. And so...
Oh my God!
Yeah, it was really, really fun. And I think the best part about it is it was something that I never thought, because I just lack, I think, so much self-esteem sometimes. So getting that audition, something that was obviously very competitive, it just meant so much to me to be trusted with that and to prove to myself that I can do these New York auditions and book it.
Yeah.
So we haven't booked anything since. But
hey,
But that was honestly, like, not only a huge financial help, but a huge confidence help.
Oh
Wow.
my God. You guys have to go like look at these pictures and videos of her. Like she is darling in her little getup. But the video, I made her watch it last night.
we did. We did some.
Good,
We did some homework.
better, Betty.
Yeah. I do have to give props. My ex came up with that. Yeah.
Wait, that line?
Yeah, because when you went to the audition, they said, we want you to come up with a Betty slogan. And I didn't have anything. I think I had like ready, set, Betty. But
Okay, that's
pretty
cute too.
good.
Like,
Thank you. But that was, I remember he gave me that one and I said it in the audition and they cracked up. They lost their mind. And I was like,
Really?
damn, okay.
I said, this is not that good.
Wait,
guys.
and they used it. They used it in the actual like
campaign.
campaign. Like,
Yes.
oh my God.
So,
Thanks, Mr. Big.
thanks, Mr. Big.
Thanks.
That's amazing. Okay, so about a year ago, you were recognized at the Talia Awards for Excellence in Latinx Theatre for your work in Mi Abuela, Queen of Nightmares. Please tell us a little bit about the show itself and then the significance of that award and what it meant to you as a Latina woman yourself.
Honestly, I'm going to start crying. That show was beautifully written by Christine Stoddard, and she just is such a poet with the way that she tells stories, and especially at a time right now where Latin people are being persecuted, it just means so much to me to tell stories about not only, I guess, those communities, but also just as myself and how I grew up. So I felt very connected to that piece. Again, I felt so blessed to be trusted with that material. It was a core tank show, and so it had like a month run, which was very intense, but also very fulfilling. And then to be recognized by this award, I was just over the moon. I really want to, in my career, uplift Latin communities, and I don't always want to tell stories that are about our trauma and about I guess these horrible things that are happening. While I do think it's important, I also think that we have such a beautiful culture and we are so much more than that. So I want to tell stories about Mexican women falling in love and Mexican women making their way through the industry and all these other things that I think are also so important to my story. Dang it, I said I'd cry, but yeah, so I don't know. Right now, with everything going on, I feel very lucky to have the platform that I do, to be privileged enough to make my way in this industry and hopefully uplift my community with me.
That was so beautifully said.
Beautifully, beautifully said. And you kind of started on it yourself, but would you have any words of advice for like young Latina girls or even just like Latino artists that are trying to make it right now, you know?
Yeah,
Anything.
I think we get told so much by people in this industry and people in this country. So find ways to take care of yourself and to say yes to yourself. I think that I have held myself back so much in my life because I was told that I wasn't good enough or I wasn't this enough, I wasn't that enough. And so I really just wish that people coming into this industry, oh my gosh, I don't want to cry.
No, you're fine. You're
good.
you're so allowed. Like,
Yes.
let it out. This is a safe space.
I just wish for young girls that they see how beautiful they are and that it doesn't matter if you have an accent, it doesn't matter if you're brown, like, you deserve to be in this industry and you deserve to be, I don't know, like, just on stage also. So
Yeah.
just getting to be here now, I look at my little, like, past self and I just wish I could tell her, like, you made it. And oh my God. Sorry.
You're doing amazing. Like, literally so good. Take a breath. You're so fine.
Yeah. That's it.
That's all I want to say.
And thank God I'm wearing waterproof mascara. Like,
She bitched about it earlier.
I did
but
bitch
knew
about it earlier. I
I
hate
said
waterproof.
just in case.
Oh my God. That was just so beautiful, Andie. And I'm just so proud of you and like all you've accomplished. And you're just incredible.
Thank you guys.
And it's so inspiring to hear you talk about that and what you said about not always sharing stories of trauma. And like, that's just such a beautiful way to put it. Like, there is so much in Latin culture that deserves to be shared and that so many people don't even know because it's so overshadowed by so many stereotypes and what people think that Latinos are and what people think, happens like in someone's household, but really there's so much that isn't shared. And I think that you are a perfect person to go out into the world and share so many of those stories. And I feel like you already do as a comedian, right? Like, being in comedy is I feel like it's such an underrated skill set of the industry because it is so hard to make people laugh. And I think that you just being a like beautiful Mexican woman, like you just embody that, and being able to do something like comedy that is so like free and fun and loose, like you already bring that like idea of pushing your culture forward without having to make it about anything other than just you being a Latina and Taylor Swift being Mexican because she fucking is. Because she is. So it's so inspiring to see someone like you and so many of these women that are right now like really stepping forward, and like something like Real Women Have Curves like had such a short run, and it was an outrage that it was taken, but it's also like so many of those actresses are still around in the industry, like doing things and getting their voices and their faces out there. And that's like what matters right now. So yeah, thank you for sharing. It's so vulnerable, but I know it will mean so much to so many people that listen.
I hope so. Thank you.
Sorry, I'm like gathering myself. Okay.
We're back.
Switching gears just a little bit. Do you have anything you've learned during your time as an artist overall here in New York City?
Yeah, I think kind of what I touched on earlier, but never did I see myself creating my own stuff. But I do think that that's so important for all artists to do, because in a time where, you know, you kind of have a slower season, it's hard to not fall into funks. And I find that when you are filling yourself creatively in other avenues, it makes the funk seem a lot less intense, and it helps you stay motivated for your auditions and stuff. I am so grateful that I did start this process, because although I felt like I would never be a writer, a comedian, it's helped me unlock new parts of my artistry and help me build my confidence. So I don't know, it's definitely scary, and I think that you should just try it and go for it. I don't know. It's, yeah. Just try it.
Just try it.
That was perfect. Okay. So, you've been in New York for 3 years now. I'm dying to know, do you have any New York horror stories?
My very first day I moved here.
Great.
I was on the train, and I was already like, did I get on the right train? And what stop do I get off? And I saw a couple naked people, like fully naked. Yeah.
Like multiple?
Yeah, 2 of them at my station. And I was like, I made it. So, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say a horror story, but it was definitely a introduction to like, you're not in Texas anymore, honey.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, I've seen one person maybe naked, but never a duo.
No, it wasn't duo. It was a lovely couple.
Were they, I'm
It
sure
was a lovely couple.
they were up to something, I'm sure.
Nude beaches? No. Nude stations.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Really comfortable down there. A lot of airflow.
So, and I was already pretty nervous that morning because I took a flight from Texas, a one-way flight. I had 2 suitcases, and that's it. And
Oh, what do they say in Annie? What is it? It's $2, 2 bags, 1 me? Or something like $3.
they?
$3, 2 bags, 1 me.
me.
And that was you.
That's my new Instagram bio.
She's like cold.
But no, that was really me. And right before I got on the plane, I hugged my dad, and he was like, "I hope your apartment's real." And I started sobbing. I was like, I didn't even consider that.
Like that's an option.
It could be a scam.
Yeah, so the entire flight I was freaking out, and my mom kept texting me like, "Don't listen to your father," but I was like, "No, he's being realistic, Mom."
Yeah, I mean, you never know. But was it real?
It was real. Yeah.
Is that the apartment you're still in now?
Yeah, I will not
Hell
move
yeah.
unless I find a man. I hate moving, so I'm gonna stay there for as long
And
as possible.
today's her day to find a
today's-
man.
I
Today
told
is the
everyone
day.
at work
Dude.
yesterday, I said it's the last day you can flirt with me.
I'm
Andie,
getting wifed up.
I have a good feeling about this.
me
like,
too.
I'm like, at the end, like, they're gonna see you immediately, realize how funny you are, and then it's gonna be like, would you go on a second date? And they'll be like, and then it'll be like,
It's not like blind, right? Like you see them.
no, yeah.
Could be. They asked me if
Oh.
I'm comfortable doing it blindfolded. I don't know if I'm gonna do it until I get there, but yeah.
I didn't
Suddenly
even
we're
know
on-
that was an option.
Suddenly we're on Love is Blind.
No, I honestly think that would make me feel more comfortable because
If you were blindfolded?
yeah, I think that if I was making eye contact, I would
Yeah,
be
be
very
like-
sweaty. Yeah.
That personality could carry blindfolded underwater, upside down.
No, I don't know if it's gonna shine. I'm very nervous. I'm gonna like.
No, you're gonna be
tense up.
so good. You're doing amazing here, and this is just the warm up.
And this is just the warm.
Like,
right,
please,
If
you're
I don't cry, I'm good.
and you're doing a shot after this.
So true.
Maybe two.
Me too. I'm like, did you bring some? Do you want to go down
No,
the block?
I'm
I'm like,
bodega.
I'm like,
Thank God.
Wait, we're all going to.
I'm
I'm like,
we can
I would
take
do,
one.
I would do an afternoon shot.
I'm off from work. Why not?
Yeah.
She's got a big day.
It's a big day.
you.
Issa's free for once.
I'm free from
Free
work
her.
for once.
Perfect.
And so are you.
Okay, kind of going off script for a sec. Hope you're okay with this.
Please.
You work a survival job at a very at a very well-known grocery store chain.
Oh yeah.
How is that? Like, I'm just curious. I guess I know you outside the podcast, but I don't think we've ever had anyone on the podcast that works in like a store in that way.
Like a retail, but
Yeah.
not retail, like a market.
Like a market. Yeah, I feel like you see probably like thousands and thousands of New Yorkers a day.
Yeah,
Like,
I think I'm the backbone of New York.
and that's the episode title. The Backbone of New York. Andie Fuentes.
Thank you. Yeah, I work at Trader Joe's.
TJ's.
Yeah, and it's been my really only job since I got here. It's held me down. I've held it down. Yeah. I love and hate it. It's a job. Yesterday I got into a fight with a customer because I kept trying to explain that we didn't have blackberries today, and he just was not believing me. And he said, "Normally you guys are really nice and kind," and I lost it. I said, "I am nice and kind." So
Like, you've driven me to a
this
point
point.
of exhaustion.
We just don't have the blackberries, and that's the answer.
No, they're not in season. I'm sorry.
They're not in season.
I am very lucky though, because that job just has the most supportive coworkers. It is very flexible. That's honestly what's kept me there for so long. I can call out, go on my date, and it's totally okay.
And you were fully like honest about calling out and being like,
Yeah.
I'm going on a dating show. And they were like, okay, yeah, great.
They said, call us after, let us know how it is. Wow. They're very, very kind. And it's just full of artists there. So I think it is a good store to be at for your day job because they all get it and they support you. And they also, I think it's just full of personality hires. So it's nice to have a job where I can kind of be talking to myself, going over my monologues, and the customers are like, yeah.
Got it.
Okay. Why not?
That was like one of the first things I remember about you is you always had like the snacks. Like she always brought snacks
always
to
had the good
rehearsal.
snacks.
Always. And they were so good.
What's your favorite Trader Joe's snack?
Not a snack, but I think our best item is our sweet and hot jalapenos. I put them on everything.
Never tried,
Every
now you
single
do.
Meal. Yeah, no, try it.
Now you have to.
Would you like that? I mean, that sounded so like, would you like that? No, I'm
so.
like, you like spice, right?
I'm not a big jalapeno gal, but I do love spice. So I'm like, I could be open to it.
That's why I was questioning it. Because I was like, I don't
Try
think
it.
I've ever seen you eat a jalapeno.
A peno?
A peno.
Nah. Not a big peno girl, like other peppers.
Yeah. Would you try it?
Oh, I try it, but I don't like spice. Like, please, pepperoni is spicy to me. Like, that's no, that's embarrassing. Like, I'm so embarrassed about that. You guys, that was me being vulnerable again.
That was me being vulnerable.
Like, I'm so sorry.
I feel like there's levels of spiciness of pepperoni too. Like sometimes you can eat a slice and it's okay.
Like, I always pick off the pepperoni, but sometimes I'll forget a piece. And then I like, if I get it, I'm like, whatever. Like, I just chew it. But it's brave. Like, it's not my preference. But sometimes there's like spicy pepperoni. And I can't handle that. But I'm trying to grow up. They say your taste buds change every 7 years.
Whoa.
Did you know that?
No.
Did you know that?
I knew that your taste buds changed. I don't know it was every 7 years.
I'm just educating the youth today.
I think your body like regenerates.
Yeah,
every 7 years.
I feel like they like.
Your
I feel like
body.
they almost like shed. Like I don't know. You guys, I never said I was a doctor. That's Andie over here.
I could use a shed.
Good, better, Betty.
Betty.
But I do think. Sorry, this is so random.
No,
your taste buds do change because I'm starting to get like pickle. Okay, I don't like pickles right now, but I'm starting to get like the itch for a pickle.
Cravings?
I'm craving it a little. Like I'm not fully
You're
like
craving a pickle?
I'm not fully to the point where I can like on a pickle.
Right.
Well, you might not ever be able to.
I don't think I'll ever be at that.
That's okay.
I don't think, but if it was on like a chicken sandwich, I don't think I'd mind it.
You're keeping it on.
Big changes.
I don't know. I haven't fully done. It's always a surprise. Anyway, that's my taste buds. So all that to say, yeah, I would try it, and then I would drink. I would be like, oh my god, it's so hot.
Right.
Anyway, back to you.
All right, Andie. What would you say makes you not from here?
I think I still lack New York confidence.
Okay.
It's building up for me slowly but surely. I do think I have just that Texas, I think. Well, Texas is also confident in its own way, but I have just that Southern, I think, hospitality of wanting to be polite and not make anyone upset. But I do think that New Yorkers, what I admire the most about them is they will tell you what's on their mind. They will stand up for themselves always. And they just carry themselves in a way that I think if I was also carrying myself that way, I think I'd be in a very different place. So what I want to do is eventually just reach that potential and just be a New Yorker, because right now I'm not from here.
And it's a journey, all right? We'll get there. I love that so much. There's just something about New Yorkers, and I feel like when I first moved here, I was like, oh, okay, y'all are a little, we're a little cold over here. But like the longer I'm here, the more like I fall in. And when I feel like when you are going to move here, you're like, oh, they're so like hardened and like mean and tough, and like that's so appealing. But when I got here, I was like, oh god, like they really are, and I'm not equipped for it. But over time, like I've like fallen in love with that energy again, because you're right, they are so confident and just like able to stand up for themselves. And it's so silly to say that because obviously we don't know every New Yorker out there, but it's like it radiates from them. Because if you can go into a bagel shop and be like, hey, you just pushed me.
Yeah.
What was that about? Like, you don't think they're defending themselves like in real situations? Like, they are. Like, it's just, it's awesome. I love that. I mean, I feel like we still are trying to get to that level too.
Dude, I yelled at a man on the phone yesterday.
And you were like,
it felt really good. No, but then I had a moment. I was like, I think it's the patriarchy. I was like, oh, I just screamed at a stranger. It was okay, so quick. It was basically this man called me and he's like, hi, is this Mark Klauza? No. And I was like, no, it's not. And he's like, oh, do you know him though? And I was like, it's my dad. Like, who's asking? And he's like, oh, I need to speak with him. Can you give him the phone? I'm like, well, I live in a different state, so no. But I was like, but who's calling? Like,
who are you?
Who are you? And he's like, well, this is a personal business matter.
Oh.
And I was like, and he's like, can you please give me his phone number? And I was like, no.
Absolutely not.
And I was like, if you can't tell me who this even is, like, no, I'm not going to give you my dad's phone number. And he's like, ma'am, this is a personal business matter. Like, I can't tell you. And I was like, you can't even tell me, like, you don't need to give me a company name, but like, is this about a debt? Is this like a missed payment for something? What is this? Like, what is this personal business matter? And he's like, ma'am, it's just a personal business matter. And I was like, well, if you want his fucking phone number, I'm not giving it to you. I'm not giving a stranger my dad's phone number. Like, what do you mean? And then
you called my phone number and you got it from
and I was like, I'm not helping you. And he's like, okay. And then I just hung up.
You were so justified.
Thank you.
Like that's so fair.
Thank you. I'm like, please.
Don't feel bad. I would have yelled harder.
I know. But then I was, Then I was crying. Not because I was having a bad day already, and then he called, and I was like, you're calling at a bad moment.
Yeah, like you.
And then I yelled, and then I was like, oh, was I too mean? Like, please.
I know.
Moment of
Being mean
silence.
is so hard.
But that's the thing, like, New Yorkers, they're not being mean, they're just not letting people walk all over
Yeah.
them.
Exactly.
And I think, like, we are conditioned to think, like, okay, like, if I say this, then I'm, like, making people uncomfortable, or I'm, like, you know, being difficult. And even that being difficult is something that I think women get told all the time. And so I really am trying to tell myself, like, no, you're not being difficult. You're just being honest about what this is making you feel.
100%.
Trying to get there.
And we'll get there, ladies.
Yes.
We will.
We will. Do you see yourself staying in New York for, like, ever? Or do you...
Yeah, I think for the rest of my life.
It's New York or nowhere, as they say?
No, honestly, I just think for the things I want to do, I really can't be anywhere else. I do miss my family terribly. My grandparents are in Mexico, my family's in Texas, and I do get the itch of wanting to go back to my grandpa's hometown and like unplug and just like swim in the river every day and eat chilaquiles. But I don't know, as much as I want to do that, I think that I'm always going to want to come back here because I want to see shows and I want to go and see the Statue of Liberty and stuff like that. Just makes me so excited, and it's just going to be hard to, you're going to have to drag me out. Yeah.
I love
So
that.
as long as, if Ross Lynch wants to marry me, then I'll leave New York.
Fine. Just for
It's him on the interview today.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I need 3 shots.
I think that there's something so hard about being like a long distance daughter, granddaughter, family member. But I think that there's something to be said too about like in Latino, I don't know if you were, I'm sure you will, but I like in Latino culture, I feel like your family like stays together. A lot of my family, all of my family is like all one little unit. And so I feel like being the first or like one of those people that like moves away and then I don't know, something that I have found comforting is like my grandmother always like when I go home, she's my last living grandma and I look at her and she's literally like, I'm always like, I miss you and like I wish that like we could spend more time together. And she's literally like, no, don't say that. Like at your age, like I couldn't do absolutely anything that you're doing. Like I couldn't, like, you know what I mean? Like at our age, they were like, my grandparents were dreaming of being in America. And so they look at my life and they're like, you are like doing the things that we always wanted and we couldn't. And so I just like always hold on to this little thing that I'm like, we're breaking like generational, like not curses. It's not a curse, but it's like
We're
patterns
dreams,
of people that like have dreamt for so long. And so I'm just like, like I hear you. It's like, they would like want you to be here and like doing your thing and like being on SNL. Like God, like you know what I mean? They're like our nieta, like please.
They are the most supportive. Like anything I do, they'll show me like videos of my grandparents like going to all their friends, like showing them like my pictures and stuff. So
They're
it's
like-
those moments that I'm like, okay, you gotta keep going, you know? My
100%.
grandpa, he's an artist, he's a painter, and I have his paintings in my room, and so I always joke with him like, Abuelito, your paintings are in New York City.
They are. Oh my gosh.
They're hanging on the walls of a New York City apartment.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's
Wow.
so special.
Okay, we have a few more minutes. So we're going to dive into some pop culture, specifically the summer I turned pretty. And why we're bringing this up is because Andie is a big fandy. Should we call her that? But thank you.
A fandy segment?
Fandy segment. This summer, I feel like we were constantly texting about the summer I turned pretty, and we haven't discussed it on the podcast since we've been back. And I'm like, all 3 of us have watched it, and I think we should get into it. Okay, and go.
And we're starting.
I was Team Conrad from the start, and it's just so interesting because he is the kind of guy that I feel like I end up like going for in the like mysterious, like will they, won't they? Definitely like the Conrad at the end I have yet to find in men, but I just loved that story because I honestly love a good love triangle, and I don't really care that it was between 2 brothers. I dated 2 brothers, kind of, not really, but
You're like, I am Belly.
I am, yeah. One of my, I I had a little boyfriend in college who came out of the closet, and then I was
congrats.
into his brother. So
okay.
Well,
it's
it's not your fault. You know what I mean?
Not your fault,
What are you
but
gonna do?
so have you read the books?
yes, I have.
Okay, I read the first book and then that was it. Have you?
I've read none of the books.
How were the books compared to the show?
They are pretty different. Like Stephen and Taylor aren't very present in the books.
Oh, wow.
So everything that happened with them on the show was purely created for show purposes.
I liked them.
I did too.
I was a big Taylor
But
stan
I
at
was
the end.
I was team, what was her name? Diane? Was that her name?
Oh,
I kind of liked her.
Yeah, for
but
who?
not with
For Steven?
Jeremiah. Yeah, I liked her for Steven, but
Yeah,
her and Jeremiah was crazy.
So no Stephen and Taylor. Stephen and
I mean, I was happy when they got
Denise, that was her
Denise. What did I say?
Diane.
Princess
Diana.
No, Denise. I liked her and Steven, but like I'm fine with Steven and Taylor. They just seemed a little toxic sometimes. But that's coming from me,
Denise,
please.
but I just liked her as a friend. Like, I was like, I love your character. I'm glad you're here. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if I'm ready for you to date one of the boys
Like
yet.
you jumped in so fast.
Like, we've got a lot of moving pieces here. How are we gonna fit you in right now?
She should have been gay.
Oh,
No,
like,
I
that's what I'm
thought that was
saying.
going to be the
Like,
twist.
I loved her character.
I thought that like Steven was going to be into her, which he kind of was,
Yeah.
and then it was going to be the big reveal. She's like, I am into women. Like that's what I thought. That's what I thought was going to happen.
Their kiss was, they were literally like, nothing.
And
I was
that would
like-
have been a great reveal then too. And she's like, I just like wanted to try it. Mm-hmm. I don't know. We
Right.
should be writers,
We will be.
obviously. Okay, what do you think about the movie of it all?
I'm so excited. Keep it going.
it to be 3 years from now?
That is crazy.
Come on.
Dude, I think it's going to come out at Christmas. I think they're going to surprise us all.
I definitely think they have some stuff up their sleeve too.
I think it's because
3
at
years
the
is too
end,
long.
yeah, that's way too long. At the end of like the finale, like when it's doing like the credits, it was like like Christmas pictures of Belly and Conrad,
And
it
it's
was like,
the summer I turned pretty, so why would they do that?
why would
And
they?
it was everyone was complaining like, oh, we didn't get enough at the end. Well, the movie's coming.
I think they already filmed it. Like I think
That's
it's.
what
I think it's been filmed.
When they initially released it, I was like, it's coming soon. Because why would you announce a movie like that and then be like 3 years from now?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's how they announce movies. But you know what I mean? It's like,
No, I think they want to ride this wave.
I think like holidays
they
are gonna
should.
hit.
Like, it
and
was so popular.
We're gonna wake up one morning. No, you're fine. We're gonna wake up one morning and they're gonna be like, surprise, happy holidays. Movies
Well,
here.
I would be happy to wake up Christmas morning.
I wouldn't be mad.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
Mom,
Dad!
Dad, baby.
The Summer I Turned Pretty movie is out.
What team were you?
Conrad, from the day that I opened my screen and my
Really?
eyes.
Yeah.
Jeremiah gives me the ick.
Well, now, yeah. But from
Well-
the beginning, did he give you the ick?
Yes, he reminds me of someone.
Oh.
Say less.
Yeah. Sorry.
I was very much like, at the beginning, I think, okay, season 1, I was team Jeremiah. Because I was like, this Conrad, like, he's too
is
moody.
cutie.
He's too
Yeah.
moody. He hates her. Like, why are we even going after this? And then season 2 is when I started to, like, blend. I was like, well, I could see both. And that was, like, the hotel season, right? The hotel of it all. When she's in the bed, the brothers...
the hotel of it all was crazy.
And then I was like, I could see both sides. But then, and that's, like, by the end of season 2, I was like, team Conrad. Team Conrad. The kiss at the end of season 2.
When Jeremiah walks in.
Or when Conrad walks in. Oh, wait.
Oh, when Jeremiah and Belly are kissing
Yes.
and Conrad walks in.
Yeah.
car.
On his car. Like, get,
Get off my hood.
And he
Get
has
off.
a smile and then he immediately
No, because
drops.
he's so... And that's when I was like, okay, team Conrad. And then in season 3, you know I was team Conrad. Obviously, I'm not a psychopath.
No, it's okay.
Oh, Jeremiah.
He's just... And it was just the combo of it all. It was just the combo of it all.
I love you. Like, I'm like, what is your fucking deal? He's such a weirdo.
What was it? The raspberry...
The chocolate and the raspberry have to be the certain texture or it won't taste right.
And you know what? That was them. I think truly, like, kind of dropping, like, he's gonna be a chef. He's gonna... He
We all missed that, I felt like.
Well, then at the end, I feel like that was, like, his trajectory. Because he's, like, didn't know what he was doing with his life. And he was the fuck up. And he was the failure son. And then
He's like grating Parmesan.
he's like...
At Thanksgiving, he's like, I got it, Dad.
And the dad's bringing champagne from the wedding. He's like,
That was the best. The best through line.
Like, truly. Like,
Nobody wanted to drink the Veuve. Like, I'm like, let's drink the Veuve.
Every occasion, he's coming in with a whole, like, multiple bottles. Like,
It's literally not how you say it. What is it? The Veuve? The Veuve? The Veuve?
Like, what are you saying? Is that the name of
Yeah, like the Veuve. It's spelled like Veuve. I'm exposing that I'm not like actually bougie.
No, it's
No, you're looking it up. You're like, I have to.
Sorry.
No, we have to know. Yeah, what a fun show though. I am sad it's over. Looking forward to the movie. The Paris of it all, even I was texting you live updates because I watched it like a few days after you had watched it. And it was just like, oh, here we go.
Veuve.
That was it.
Veuve.
okay, so you nailed it.
Yeah, so you could have said,
Veuve Clicquot.
what is that, like the brand?
Yeah, that's this one. You guys you know the one. Hold on.
Is that why Adam kept using it? Because he's like, this shit was expensive.
Oh, come on. I really just want a picture of the normal freaking bottle. They're showing me stainless steel wine buckets.
Obviously.
It's like this one. Ignore the cooler next
Oh,
to it.
okay.
You guys know the one? It's orange.
Yeah.
It's like literally the most mainstream, like expensive champagne. Anyway.
And now we know how to pronounce it. Thank
Veuve
you.
Clicquot.
What was I? Oh, I was saying something and I can't.
Jeremiah cooking?
No.
No, that you were texting me live updates from Paris.
When they were in, so Conrad goes to Paris. We're talking about finale now. Sorry, spoilers. Conrad's in Paris. Like, Belly girl, she just stayed pissing me off. I was like, this man is here for you. And even like, they have their little hookup. They like kiss, do the whole thing. And then he's like, what was he going to do? Was he going to stay longer? Or like get breakfast in the morning before he goes back to Brussels
Like
or
the
whatever
most
fuck?
normal
And
shit
she's
ever.
just like, she was just so,
Annoying.
she's just like so cold. And
I can't give up my life for you, Conrad. What is this? Like, I have friends.
Right. Fighting 15 minutes before the episode ended.
No, I know.
I was like,
what is going on?
I'm biting my nails. I'm like, we have 15 minutes left,
Yeah.
and I'm like, and this is how we're gonna end the series.
Did
the
you know
series
that
is
you
gonna
have
end
30
minutes.
30
she's
minutes.
choosing herself. I'm like,
And then she goes and gets on the fucking. She runs after him. She gets on the train. No
Don't choose
passport.
yourself.
No,
You guys, how is she?
Choose him.
How is she getting into Brussels though? She didn't have her passport. She didn't have her phone. She didn't have. Is that where they were going?
Love.
Belgium,
They're gonna
Brussels.
turn
Like,
around.
they're literally she's gonna get there and they're gonna be like, you can't come in. Like, you don't
Given how
have.
she got to Paris, and then they were like, "You can't come into the school."
You can't.
That was devastating.
I didn't even think about that.
Her haircut. That's the final thing we need to talk about. The memes leading up to the episode where they finally showed us her haircut. It was like the best week of my life. Like there were so many of her with like pixie cuts and like buzz cuts. It was so good.
She's so strong because let me tell you, if the internet was doing that to me,
Yeah.
I would go to Mexico and just stay with my grandpa.
You would like I would be swimming in that river.
Yeah.
Abuelito,
Yeah.
protégeme, please.
No, that
No
poor
more.
girl. Y'all need to leave her. That's what I'm being perceived by the internet as my biggest fear. So that's what today is. Just I'm trying to do it.
Your exposure therapy, two after like one back to back.
Yeah.
Like you're insane in the best way. Well, Andie, thank you so much for joining us today. We had the best time.
So much fun.
This is so overdue. Where can the people find you?
You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Andie Fuentes.
Perfect. Yay.
Thank you so much to all of you for watching or listening. And to Noah Wisniewski, our social media manager, for all of his hard work and video editing and all of his clips and all of the beautiful things that he puts out to promote us. Thank you so much, and please go check out his work. Next week, we're going to be joined by another guest, and we're not going to tell you who it is because
We've been keeping the mystery alive
I think
this
it's
season.
kinda fun.
I think it's sexy.
people
they
say
never
that
know. who's-
mysterious is sexy.
And here we are doing it.
And here we are. 26 is an objectively hot number for us.
Obviously. If you want to keep up with us on social media, our @ is @ notfromhere.podcast. That is NOTFROMHERE.PODCAST. And as always, I'm Riley Klauza.
I'm Isa Rodriguez.
And I'm Andie Fuentes.
And we are definitely
Not from here. Bye. Bye. Yeah.